Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to school. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas break and you enjoyed time with your family and got some rest, and you're ready to learn and grow again with me. So, today, for our reading lesson, we're going to be talking about drawing conclusions. Drawing conclusions. And when I say drawing conclusions, I don't mean drawing like you draw a picture in art class. Drawing conclusions is something that you do with your brain, with your mind, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take all of your background knowledge or schema. Remember, we've learned about schema before, earlier in the year? Sort of like a file cabinet in your brain of all the things that you've already learned in your life, okay? So you could say that you're thinking about your schema, all the things that you've learned about your life. And then we're also going to take clues from our text or our book that we're reading and put those together. So I'm going to say clues from text. So whatever book we're reading or story we're reading, we're going to take that along with our schema, the things that we already know in our brain, and we're going to put those together, and then we can draw a conclusion. Sometimes authors, when they're writing a story, they don't tell you everything in the words. You have to use your schema or your background knowledge, which you already know, and clues from the text, and then you can draw a conclusion. Remember, that's not drawing like drawing a picture. It's something that you do with your brain. For example, if I went like this, and I picked up my coffee mug, I need some coffee. What conclusion could you draw? If you said that Mrs. Surratt is tired this morning, that would be a great conclusion that you came up with. You used your schema knowing that you yawn when you're sleepy, and you used a clue that I gave you, drinking coffee and saying, I need coffee this morning. And if you put those things together, then you know that I was sleepy this morning. And I am feeling a little sleepy. How about you? It's hard to get back into the routine, right? Okay, so today we're going to read a story called The Big Race, written by Pam Munoz Ryan, illustrated by Viviana Garfoli. And we're going to use our new skill, drawing conclusions, to answer some questions. Okay, so get ready. Today is the big race. I like cake, said Red Lizard. I will run that race. Look at this sign. It says, win the big race. Win this big cake. Oh, I guess this cake is the prize for winning this race. And Lizard says, I like cake. So he's going to run in the race. First of all, do you think this is realistic or fantasy? If you said fantasy, you're correct, right? Because we know lizards can't talk, and we also know that people can run races, but I don't know about animals. So this is a fantasy story. It's make-believe or just made up. Red Lizard gets to the race. 4 animals will run with him. Cottontail is not late. She will run in lane 1. So I see that Cottontail is here. She has the number 1 on her jersey. I also see that Lizard is getting a number 5 on his jersey. I wonder if that means that Lizard was the last one to arrive at the race. It said Cottontail was not late, so she must have been first to get there, and she got the number 1 jersey. And it says 4 animals will run with him. I don't see the other animals here, but if he's number 5, I'm guessing he was the last one to arrive. So I'm sort of practicing my skill of drawing conclusions. It doesn't tell me that Lizard was the last one to arrive, but I can see from him getting the number 5 jersey and Cottontail getting the number 1 that he probably was. I wonder if that means that Lizard might also lose the race, since Cottontail was not late and Lizard was. Let's read and find out. Rat naps in the shade. She will run in lane 2. Rat naps in the shade. That's interesting. Okay, so maybe she's tired or lazy. I don't know. Snake takes his spot in lane 3. Roadrunner stands in lane 4. He waves to his pals. Who do you think is going to win this race? Red Lizard is in lane 5. The animals bend and hop. The flag is down and the race starts. Many animals watch and clap. And this says, get set, go. So I guess that's the way they start the race. Sometimes I've heard ready, set, go, but this one says get set, go. Cottontail does not get very far. Uh-oh, why do you think Cottontail is not getting very far? The author doesn't tell me in the words, but I can see a butterfly up here, and it looks like maybe it's getting Cottontail's attention. So maybe he's distracted? That could be a conclusion that I could draw, because I know sometimes when a butterfly comes along, I like to look at it and follow it and find out where it's flying off to. So maybe he's distracted? Rat falls into the hay. Oh no, look at Rat. Snake stops and chases bugs. Oh, Snake, look how distracted he's getting. Roadrunner trips over a rake. Who will win? Hip, hip, hooray! It's Red Lizard who wins. Watch me eat this cake, he yells. He's excited about his prize, isn't he? Red Lizard looks at his big cake. Any ideas of what might happen next? Can you make a prediction or a guess? Red Lizard looks at his pals. His pals like cake too. What will Red Lizard do now? What do you think? Red Lizard gets 5 plates. He gets cake for his pals too. Hip hip hooray for Red Lizard. Wasn't he a good friend to share the cake with his friends? Even though they didn't win and he won the cake, he still shared with his friends. Okay, I just want to ask you a couple more questions before you go, and you're off to reading your own stories on Reading A to Z. First of all, what kind of racer is Red Lizard? If you said that he was late to the race, yes, that's true. But we also noticed that maybe he was focused and didn't get distracted like the other racers did. What else did you say? What kind of racer is Red Lizard? He was focused, he knew that he wanted to win the prize, and he won the race. What kind of friend is Red Lizard? If you said he was a good friend, a kind friend, a generous friend, then you're correct, because he could have kept the cake all to himself, but he decided to share with his friends, didn't he? Does the author tell you that Red Lizard is a good friend? That's right, he didn't tell us that, but we drew conclusions in our mind, okay? We used our schema knowing that good friends share and good friends care about their friends and want them to be happy too. And we used clues from the text. The fact that Red Lizard looked at his friend, got 5 plates, and shared with his friends tells me that I can draw the conclusion that Red Lizard is a good friend. Good job, boys and girls, learning our new skill, drawing conclusions. You'll be practicing drawing conclusions with your stories that you read in Reading A to Z. So log on and get started on that assignment. If you need help, remember you can log on to our classroom link at 10:30 a.m. and I will be there to help you with anything that you need. Have a great day.